Well, this is a video that I didn't want to make, didn't think I would be making, but in the interest of transparency on this channel, where I'm talking about like my challenges and setbacks and also like the positives that I'm picking up, I thought it would be wrong not to talk about what happened. Last week, my laptop got stolen and my backpack, and it was really, really bad. So I'm kind of reflecting on it, and I feel like it helps to like talk about my thoughts and my feelings around it, and that's kind of what this channel is all about. If you're new, hey, I'm Mike, better known as Radio Mike or Podcast Mike. I spent most of my 20s working on some of the biggest radio shows and podcasts in the country. Now I run a media business, I have a YouTube channel, I have a blog, I have a podcast, and I also do videos on this channel where I just talk about all my learnings. It's sort of like a kind of journal, self-helpy kind of reflection channel. So if you're into what I'm talking about, subscribe to this channel to help me grow. So I did a really stupid thing. I accidentally left my backpack in a cafe, and when I came back to get it, literally like 5 to 10 minutes later, it was gone. It was seriously the most deflating thing I've felt in a very, very long time. Just because, like, you know, we all work really hard to earn money to be able to like buy new things that hopefully help us level up and make more money. And this isn't just like, obviously there's a financial loss to this. Like my brand new 3-month-old MacBook Pro was stolen. That is a big financial loss, and you don't have to tell me that I'm stupid for leaving it in the cafe. Don't worry, I've felt it. Like, and I'm probably gonna swear now, but I'll bleep it out for the algorithm. I feel like a it. And, you know, reflecting on it, it also triggers like my feelings of like, am I careless? Am I, you know, not careful? You know, all of these things that kind of I've struggled with in my life, and things were going so well, and then suddenly you just get this huge setback like this, and suddenly, you know, you kind of feel like this isn't real. And I called the police, and they came and chatted to me, and they were like, we'll try and find you the guy who took your stuff. And you kind of have this false hope that, yeah, like they're going to find it, but you know, they didn't, which is totally fair. I don't know how they'd go about just finding it, but yeah, I think I've just been beating myself up about how stupid I feel and how much of an idiot I feel like, but also then just almost grieving the financial loss. Like, we all know how much Macs cost. They're expensive pieces of equipment. And, you know, to replace all of this stuff, like, you know, we're talking a few $1,000s that I didn't want to spend, and I have to spend, and it's, yeah, just basically I've just lost a few $1,000s on stuff that I've wasted. Then I started thinking about, you know, my data being secure. Thankfully, I have a good backup system where I back everything up, which, you know, means I didn't really lose any data. But then worrying about someone accessing the laptop, which I don't think is possible because it's password protected, and now it's in lost mode. If anyone does manage to crack the password, I'll basically just be able to lock the laptop, which is a good feature. But I just can't help but reflect on how stupid I was and how, I don't know, just almost absent-minded I was. And again, like, I'm beating myself up a lot. But then I also want to reflect on how I felt, kind of how it kind of affected me from there. Because like something big like this happens, and one, you beat yourself up. But then two, what I notice is like all of the good habits that I've been trying to build over the last, you know, year, where I'm trying to be like a little bit better every day. It was so easy for my brain to go, nah, we're not doing them. It was so easy for that, just like one kind of setback, and it's a big setback and it's annoying, but it was like, bam, now everything else can fall, and it's not worth continuing to try and be better, and let's just go back into old routines. And, you know, I woke up this morning, honestly, and I didn't want to get out of bed because I was just like, like it all sucks. I didn't want to do any videos, but then I just started, and now I'm doing this one. This is my 3rd video. I'm kind of bulk recording them today, some for my main channel, some for this channel. You know, I made excuses to like eat poorly because I was like, nah, I just need to like self-soothe, I guess, which is not good and not what you want to do. I was like, I'm not going for a walk. I don't want to go outside, you know, just crumbling habits. Like I didn't read the past few days because I just couldn't focus on it. And I think that's what I've been thinking, where like On the days where there's setbacks and on the days where it's hard, those are the most important days to keep doing the good habits. Don't use them. I think there's a knee-jerk response to go, well, I'm because of this, I have an excuse not to do the good things. And that's what I was doing. But I don't think I think the most important time to show up is when it's hard. And that's what I'm learning. And honestly, like even talking about, like I feel so annoyed, and I've gone out and bought a bunch of air tags, you know, just to secure my stuff better and make sure I can track my stuff, which is a decent insurance tactic. I've replaced the laptop. So, you know, things are sort of back at functional normal, but there's still at the moment, it's only been a few days. There's still the pain of losing it. But then, you know, talking with my partner and friends and stuff, there's a few other reflections that I should make. The first is that I am very lucky that I am in a position financially where I can replace the stuff. You know, I think and you might not be, and I'm sorry if you're not, and if this happened to you, like it might be much worse. Like I was very lucky that I can feel what I felt and feel shit about it, but go, okay, I guess I have to replace this stuff for work. Like I have to do it, and I have the funds to do it, and I don't want to spend that money, but like I have to, and it's available to me to do. I'm very lucky and fortunate to be in that position, and I don't take that for granted. The other few things that I found is like, one, I wasn't hurt or injured. My health is fine. And, you know, I ended up spending the weekend with my family, which was really, really beautiful. And we just got to spend time together, and it distracted me from what happened, and realizing that like the physical stuff that you have is replaceable. Yes, it hurts that it's been stolen. Yes, it hurts that I've lost money over it. It hurts a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm well, I'm healthy, my family is healthy. And I don't know, like I'm realizing more and more, I think the older I get, that like living for other people and living for family and living for all of that stuff is how I want to live. I don't want my self-value. I don't want the best parts of my life to be my possessions. I want it to be my relationships, my friends, my family. All of those kinds of things is the thing that is important. And I know that kind of sounds a bit wanky, but I think it's true. And I think you'll realize, like, you know, at the end of the day, yes, I feel dumb, I feel shit, I feel stupid, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I had my family around me to support me, and we'll get through it. You know, I think in those times is when you need your friends and your relationships the most. And I was fortunate that I had them. So, you know, I'm kind of picking up the pieces, replacing everything. But as I said, I'm very lucky and fortunate to be in the position I'm in. So I'm going onward and upward. I'm trying not to dwell on it, but I'm also honestly like, and I think it's okay to just grieve the loss that I've had. Like, it is annoying. It is shit. It does suck. So yeah, I'm allowed to feel bad about it, but I don't want it to stop me from doing the positive things I've been doing for my life and trying to be a better human being generally. Like that's where my head's at the moment. And so yeah, if you've had a big setback, I don't know what it is, if it's similar to mine, like you've lost or had stuff stolen, or if you had a relationship breakdown or whatever it is, like something that really helped me a lot was this idea of the 10 days, 10 months, 10 years rule. And let's apply it here. So it's like, when something like this happens, you ask yourself, will this matter in 10 days? And the answer is, yeah, maybe in 10 days I'll still be kind of feeling it, but I might be sort of over the hump and recovering, and all my stuff will have been replaced at that point, and I will have taken on the learnings. In 10 months, will this matter? Honestly, probably not, other than the fact that I will be reflecting on it as a dumb thing I did this year. And in 10 years, will this matter? Honestly, the answer is probably not. In 10 years' time, it is highly unlikely that I will be still upset and worried about this laptop. And I think putting it in perspective like that, like, you know, sometimes it's hard to think 10 years ahead, but will this matter in 10 years? The answer is no. Will it matter in 10 months? The answer is probably no. And will it matter in 10 days? Yeah, but not as much as it does right now. And I think time heals all wounds and things will be okay. You know, my capacity to work is still there. My capacity to earn money is still there. And that's what matters. And my family and friends are still there. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Well, I didn't want to talk about it, but that's what I kind of feel like I have to talk about in this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you'd like to see more kind of diary journal like entries like this in video form, just hit that subscribe button down there, and I would love to hear from you. So that's it from me. Thanks, guys.